This week in the workshop, we're going to loop back and tell more tales. Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. We are going to do another tale from the loop piece. We are going to do the AMAT-2. It's a military looking thing. It's got a gun here and a gun up top there. Now, we are going to do this with the turbo dark paints again because what's cooler than a camouflaged but metallic flaked piece of military hardware. Again, I don't know if the colors that I picked, if I thought they were just a regular flat paint or what, but they're all metallic flake, which is really cool. I really like that. It really adds something to certain elements of miniatures. I'm not sure if it's really quite right for these ones, but we're gonna have some fun with it. So this one here, it is in a camouflage pattern. All the greens say on it, "Shake well." That's it right there. As you can, I'm not sure if you can read it, but it says, "Shake well. Use over green base coat for most vibrant results. Apply multiple thin coats with airbrush or hand brush." So that's what it says. And my camera has, he's just like, "No, we're not going to read." And this color is called Appleseed, which is actually kind of a cool green color. So I pulled out a Citadel Castellan green, which is kind of a military sort of green, and we are just gonna go to town and kind of base this thing. Of course, you shake the living jeekers out of your paint. Make sure that everything is running well. And we are going to go to town. We're going to have some fun. It'll be nice and messy, because it doesn't matter. So according to the picture, and again, that's kind of what we're going to follow here. Leg plates. Are green. Stellan green is almost a nice military green right out of the pot. It's beautiful. Again, I'm just kind of following the picture. Kind of hoping I get it right. And this is actually a really good game to practice painting, or to paint all your miniatures if you want to paint them. There's so few actually in the game. I think there's 2, 4. I think there's 6. Which is not an insurmountable number of miniatures to paint. Especially for those of us who do armies, where we can do dozens, even hundreds sometimes, of miniatures. 6 is nothing. And they seem to be fairly simple, not terribly intricate paint schemes. Yeah, if you want to get your feet wet and try painting your miniatures for a board game, I would say Tales from the Loop is great board game to try. Picture for this robot does, or walking tank, does show, does have a camel pattern built into it, and I will do my best to duplicate it. But there are parts that are just not shown. kind of got to figure it out. Figure it out on my own. Okay. Now, it being that it was a single piece miniature, and I couldn't break it down into sub assemblies. Couldn't really get behind the foot plates to get the greenback in there. But, you know, I think it'll still look good. So now we're almost ready. Start with the metallics. We're going to make this thing look funky. That's with an N, by the way. Funk. Key. Okay. Oh, so there we are. The machine is green. Looks like it's got a little bit of orange, but we're not going to worry about that right now. All right. Well, let's take a look. Don't worry about that one right now. So we're going to go with a color called Grave Route. No. Looks like it's kind of green. Yeah, it's got a bit of a green tinge to it. Now in this case, actually, we should go with the lighter color first. So we're going to go back to that apple seed color. And we're going to take the detail brush. Load up the paint. And we're just going to make this weird and funky looking military vehicle. Because why not? Now they only have one of the legs in view. So now we get to do however we think it might go. Making up your own camo pattern. So it's fun. yours to design however you choose it to look. It don't matter. I mean, unless you're trying very much to duplicate a pattern. Cool. Now we do a mid-tone. And if you decide that you want to go over what was already there, don't worry about it. Just do it. Yeah. Hmm. There we go. And then the last one, what we're going to do is the dark green. So, no, I've been having, like I said, these Turbo Dork paints, which was lovingly supplied to me by Turbo Dork. So, thank you again. I appreciate it. These are highly interesting paints. Like I said, I thought at least some of them would be flat, regular paints, but all of the ones that I chose were metallic flake. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just not quite what I was expecting. Oh, this is interesting. I don't think it's shook enough. You know, and so I picked colors that I thought would be absolutely fantastic for the tails of the tails from the loops and projects, and they are. I mean, if you like that shine, if you like that metallic look to it, it's a military hot rod, is what it is, right? It's they want to see how fast it can go, so they painted it up in candy apple green colors, camo candy apple green colors. And they race it against other AMAT-2s from other bases that have been painted differently. I don't know. I'm just coming up with a neat backstory for why these guys would have the metallic flake in their paint. But, as far as the paints go, other than having to shake the living crap out of them sometimes. They go on quite smooth, quite nice, actually. And like they say, make sure that you're going over the proper colored base coat. You want to see the shifts work. Now I'm just filling in the spots. I didn't have the any colors before, or the this one, I'm not sure if I shook it well enough, but almost giving me like a clear coat with metallic flake in it. So it shows the color that I painted it underneath. It still gives the metallic flake through it. There we go. Now the last thing that we're going to do, we are going to use, I don't know about this gray rubber one. It's possible that my paints froze when they were in transit, and therefore they're just not giving me the colors that I want. But that's all right. I'm using a new color that they sent to me, along with all the other colors, of course. And this one is called Black Ice. And I'm going to try this one for the for kind of the machinery behind everything. Now what's neat about the caps is like almost or like a childproof cap where you have to kind of push and twist to start releasing it. See, I can twist this all day long and they won't accidentally uncut. Like I said, I can twist this cap all day long and it won't come undone. But if I press down, you know, like you would on a childproof cap, then it undoes. So, you know, prevents spilling, which is nice. I like that. And the bottles are nice and big. They're about the same size as a Citadel paint. And we're just going to see how this black ice sits. But I mean, so far I like it. I like how it's behaving. We're just going to continue moving around the machine and just placing the paint. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no, we haven't gotten there yet. Okay. Well, just moving around the inside of the legs using this black ice color that I got from Turbo Dork. I'm even going to paint the gun the black ice color, and the one on the top too, because I can. There we are. And the last thing that we're going to do, clean up the gun up top. Well, there we are, folks. The AMAT-2 from Tales from the Loop in metallic fleck green camo. Why? Because we can. And because Turbo Dork has some neat colors in their paints. I only have a small selection that they were able to send me, which is fine. I'm grateful for the paints. They will show up on other projects. But there you are. Kind of cool. A lot of these miniatures actually paint up really quick. And we are going to haha, look at that. I didn't want you to see him, but now I do. Because he's cool and interesting and neat. So we have this guy and these two guys. So we are literally half done painting the board game. And yeah, so today was a little bit shorter than normal, but that's okay. Longer, shorter, it doesn't matter. The shows are here. The shows are fun. Most of all, the shows are free. But as I always say, stay safe, be safe, and most of all, paint safe. And we'll see you next time in the workshop.